evening, Bulldog fans. Here we are at the Bulldog Football Complex. We're lining up for the national anthem. Let's turn it over to ring announcer Paul Arsvold.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Plainville Millville Sports Complex in Elgin, and to tonight's Southeast District Red Division contest between the Tigers of Lake City and your Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs. We would like to ask all please stand and remove all head cover as the Bulldog Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Zach Tessling, leads us in honoring our country with the playing of the national anthem. Thank you, Bulldog Pep Band. And now, for tonight's introductions, the Lake City Tigers have been asked to be introduced as a team. They are coached by Trevor Durham, Jim Heisey, Rob Nutt, Phil Olson, Joe Gavin, and Alex Lundahl. And introducing your Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs. Your officials this evening: referee Eric Oakstead, umpire Jeff Newton, head linesman Doug Paul, Limestone, referee Jackson.
All right, here we are in Elgin. Beautiful night to play a little bit of football.
Yeah, we had a little rain this afternoon. I think it's just going to soften the turf up a little bit. And here we go, another beautiful night at the complex tonight. Bulldogs take on the Lake City Tigers, which is a high-stakes game again, finally, after about 15 years or so. Trevor Durham's been over there at Lake City, and he's been slowly but surely building a program. He's got some quality wins under his belt this year.
Absolutely. They got quite the passing game. They bring in the #1 passer in the conference, and Justin Wohlers. Got a couple of targets right at the top of the leaderboard for receiving as well, and Carson Matsky and Matt DeMars. So the Bulldogs secondary is going to have their job cut out for them tonight.
Yeah, Connor Mcguire comes in with 468 yards passing on the season so far, 6 touchdowns against only 1 interception. You got a 60% completion percentage. I think we're in for a good show tonight. I happened to watch the live stream a little bit of the Lured Lake City game last week, and that was like watching a Regional League football. If you like offense, that was the game to watch. Be interesting to see what these 2 defensive coordinators come up with tonight. We're getting ready to put the ball into play. We got Glenn Schmidt teeing it up, and we'll get going right now.
DeMars and Matsky back to return it, and that's DeMars with a pretty nice return out to about the 33-yard line.
He appears to be about 9 feet tall, so he fell forward for another 2.5 yards.
Yeah, he's one of the favorite target of Wohlers. Wohlers comes in throwing 70% completion, has thrown for 682 yards this season. Matsky has been on the receiving end of 257 of those yards with 17 receptions. Average.
So here we go. Bulldogs take over at, looks like about their own 29. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Connor Mcguire and Hunter Tennis will come out. Looks like we got that Bulldog starting line.
Apologize here. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. I understand that the signal is not great right now. We're going to work on getting that straightened out here for you.
Got Rademacher playing center. And then who do we got playing guards? I should have looked this up. I apologize. We got Prieto and Schneider at the tackles. And looks like is that 52? Looks like maybe Carter Couts at the left tackle. And is it 58? Is it Victor Martinez Sosa?
All right, let's just give those
at
folks
the right guard.
Now that we're back on here,
all right.
What happened here? We had a Lake City turned it over.
Yep, well, we had a Lake City tunnel screen, ended up short of the first down, so it was 4th and about 3. The quarterback, also the punter, we'll keep an eye on him. Wohlers punted the ball. Bulldogs took over on offense at about their own 29, and that catches you up. Bulldogs bring out that first offensive series with a nice little inside play, 3-yard gain. Right? My junior high coach used to say 4 times 3 is 12, and that's a first down, so we'll take 3 every time.
All right.
Not even a math teacher, and he did that in his head. Didn't have a times table or nothing.
Mcguire in the flat hits Johnny Evers with a little bit of room. He's going to pick up the first down and a couple.
Johnny gets a nice run after catch. He's going to pick up a first down. Looks like we're going to be at about the 42. He must have drug his knee or something. I thought he got out there a little farther than that. A shout out to the chain crew. They've been doing this a long time. They're doing a good job over there.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Mr. Chris Raymond, Justin Gusa, Roger Gusa, and Officer Schneider over there doing this for us.
Just in case that visiting sideline wants to get a little feisty. There's a little swing pass out to the right side.
That's Victor Martinez Sosa. Nice pickup there of about 8 yards.
And John Hardy. Pickup of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
All right, now's a 2nd and short. Now's a good time if you wanted to take a chance. I know it's early in the game, but we'll see what Lake City's running for coverage here. Looks like they got 2 deep. I wonder if they're playing a 2 deep man under against this Bulldog spread offense.
Martinez right in the middle, but he's looking down the right side for Files. It's going to overthrow him by about 3 yards there, but
that looked a little zony.
Yeah, not a bad ball there by Mcguire, just over the top of Files. I think Files might have gotten held up a little bit there at the line.
It looks like, well, the linebacker went for the tailback.
Oh, yeah.
The inside linebacker went
We'll take a look at this.
Tailback.
pass play again here. We'll see if we end up. Lake City playing that similar 3-4 to the Bulldogs. Little run play up the gut. That's going to be a nice first down for Hunter Tennis.
Tennis is the leading rusher for the Bulldogs. Comes in with 230 yards on 48 carries. Had a big game last time at home against Dovriota. Went for over 170 yards in that one.
Had it pretty good to be having that many yards on the season too, because they had his number down in Chatfield. I don't know if he had. Yeah, he might have been in the single digits against them. Okay, so Lake City lines up in that 3-4. There's Hunter Tennis through the gap. He's going to be close to a first down, but a little short.
Interesting here with that second and short again. They had files on the near side.
They did.
Last series. See if they give Mcguire another chance to hook up with one of his receivers down the middle or down the sideline.
Those of you out there that have had a few more birthdays, like former Bulldog football coach and PM in Elgin Millville great Ben Peter, will recognize that 3-4. Back in the day, we used to just call that a 5-2. But now the defensive ends get to say they're linebackers, and it makes it more fun for them. Same defense, just got a little more modern name.
And Lake City there bringing that inside linebacker on the far side on that one. Mcguire did a nice read, pulls it out of Tentis's belly, and takes it forward for about 3 yards in the first down.
Little nervous. Connor had that football hanging out there, like he thought he was Walter Payton or something. He's cutting up the middle. He wasn't even out on the edge. Makes an old line coach a little sweaty when they do that.
Bulldogs driving here on Lake City. Mcguire again in the shotgun, two-back set.
Tight end to the left, booed out. That's a deep ball.
And that's going to be out.
That's going to be out of bounds.
Just a bit outside.
He's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks. All right, starting to see the Bulldogs running a tight end a little more often as they're solidifying that run game as they move into the season. And kind of tough to play it both RPO and power football at the same time if you're the defense. RPO standing for run pass option. When you see Mcguire do that mesh, that handoff with Tennis, he's got a read on that defensive end, and if he pulls it out, he can either run it or he can pass the ball, right? Oh, Victor Martinez Sosa is going to pick up 4 or 5.
Bulldogs also able to go to that tight end a little bit more now. They had some young linemen that they were working on earlier in the year. Martinez Sosa started off on the line for the Bulldogs, and just recently here in the last 3 games has moved to that tight end spot. As you see guys like Rademacher and Priest come in on that offensive line and getting more snaps, they're able to put Victor out where he can be a little bit more of a threat there and another target for Mcguire.
Yeah, personal foul face mask against the Tigers of Lake City is going to pull a first down and is going to put the Bulldogs pretty deep into Lake City territory. Looks like we're in the red zone inside the 15. It's like at about the 13-yard line. I forget we got that fancy character generator that we got to go and everything on the screen. I don't probably have to do that quite as much anymore. All right, Bulldogs in. It looks like a 2 tight end set. There's a little shot up the middle. Tennis is going to be down inside the 5. Ball is out.
That's 5. Ryan taking the ball.
Starting running back to the 50-yard line. That's a big emotional play if it stands, and it looks like it's going to.
Well, I think they're going to have a talk here because Tentis might have drug a knee there, but nope.
Initial call is Lake City ball.
I think they're going to stick with it. Ask the line judge on the far side. Got a nod.
Looks like it. All right. Lake City just got a shot of Gorilla Juice. They had their backs against the wall. And let's see what that offense can come up with. Now, Now's a good time to throw a long ball. You got the other team on the ropes a little bit. You got some of those two-way starters second guessing what happened. Bulldogs able to move the ball against Lake City.
DeMar's here on the knee side.
There's Wohlers on the rollout. That's going to be a flag, and from where that came from, that is probably a hold.
He's looking for his favorite target out there, number 27, Carson Matsky. A little bit short, tried to come back and get it, skipped it across the green before it could get to him.
Holding on the running back who just had the long fumble return out to the 50. So that's a spot foul, so that's going to put the ball back to the 40. We do have I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not on the broadcast, but we do have our referees wired up tonight, so we'll be able to actually get the calls off the field. Wohlers in the gun. That's little option straight down the line. Bulldogs misplay that option just a little bit, which honestly happens the first time you see it in a game quite often.
And that's Ryan, number 5 for Lake City, picking up the 10 he lost on the hold on the last play, +1. We're going to see 2nd and 9 now here from the Bulldog 49.
Pickup of 11 brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's see what Coach Wingard has dialed up here. Got twins and twins for the Tigers. Bulldogs in that 3-4. We're going to bring a defensive end, a little pressure. Oh, that's a tough read. That's the exact same play that the Bulldogs run, a little dose of their own medicine there. Right. All that is down blocks out of the offensive lineman, a little off tackle play. I'm sure Bill Erkey is out there somewhere wondering who's got the C gap.
What's Ryan there with another big pickup? Ryan, not great numbers coming in this game. He had only 18 carries coming into this one for 118 yards, but Lake City loves to put the ball in the air, so not surprising that
quarterback keeper there for no gain.
Not a big surprise there that the running backs aren't getting quite the opportunities.
Yeah, all things offensive go through the quarterback at Lake City. He's the ringleader of that show, and he has been having quite a season. Broke a 72 game win streak against Caledonia, something like that. Beat a ever tough Lourdes team last week in a shootout. And who'd they play in game 2? Do you remember? La Crescent in game 2, who is back to playing varsity football after 2 years at JV only. I think we're going to get a targeting call here. We don't have a replay, so we won't second guess it at all.
I think what we're going to get there is we're going to get a hold on number 20, Peyton Schumacher on that far side.
Going to get a defensive hold. Got beat to the inside and grabbed him.
Passing experience, defense, number 20. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, first down.
Yep, pass interference. Coach Maddie right on the call there.
It's a tough one. That's one that you wouldn't see called at probably levels higher than this, but they like to call here in the high school game any little bit of contact that slows down the runner and puts him off his route at all.
Especially early in the game so they can set the tone with those defensive backs and 2 passing teams like this. Hey, Lake City moving the ball just like the Bulldogs did going the other way. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get a stop. Lake City definitely in 4-down territory here. Wohlers with the look. He's got a little time, and he is sacked. Johnny Evers brings him down for about a 4 or 5 yard loss. That's going to bring up second in a while.
Number 24, John Evers with the sack.
That Wohlers is such a runner. You gotta stay disciplined in your rush, and you got to stay in your lanes.
And also hard to tell because he's got Matsky out there. Comes in at about 6'7", 6'8". Wohlers is 6'5", so he's a big drink of water out there. John Evers, all of maybe 5'10"-ish.
Yeah. I mean,
heavy on the ish.
I mean, he's tall to me. He looks like 6'5" to me. I'll give him 6'5", but. Oh, that's a good read on that option. That's a good read on that option.
Connor Mcguire there with the tackle. They had everything covered. They faked the handoff there to Ryan. They had 51 Prieto on him, and then Mcguire saw him pull it out and came right through the line quick to get rollers.
Against that option, it's all assignment football. Little tip at home, if you are watching the backside of that mesh, put your eyes right on the running back's belly and watch for Brown. If you don't see Brown, the running back's got it. If you see Brown, quarterback's keeping it. And that'll be easier to see against those white visiting Lake City jerseys tonight. It's a little tougher in the Bulldogs black, but
Bulldog faithful getting into it here, giving their boys a little support.
there's that little tunnel. The Bulldogs sniffed that out pretty good. It's going to be 4th and about 14. I'm saying that ever dangerous Lake City offense, though, if nothing else, they're going to have the Bulldogs pinned deep here.
Lake City had pretty nice blocking out there for their receiver, but the linebacker Priest came out and cut him as he was coming back into the inside there to make the stop.
Looks like we got a tight end to the right for Lake City, twins to the left, running back on the right. Get that mesh. Well, we're going to have Max protect. We got double coverage down there. That is an incomplete pass. The Bulldogs will take over on downs to see if they can put another drive together. Good coverage by the Bulldogs there. Had that deep man bracketed. I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, Lake City definitely dangerous. They get around that red zone area there. They got a lot of options. We've already seen running back Ryan with some nice carries. They got Woolers at quarterback. He's got 4 guys in the top 10 for receiving in the conference.
One thing about a short field on a 4th and long like that against a team like Lake City is you get the end zone to help you play defense because they can't stretch the field quite so far on you. You know, the longer the play runs, it actually benefits the defense a little bit more because they can't get you quite so spread out.
Pick up a couple, brings up 2nd and 8.
Got about 30 seconds here, counting down in the half. Bulldogs maybe get 1 or 2 more off here.
This has been a fast quarter. We had a couple penalties, but other than that, we really haven't had much for time stoppages. Clipping right along here at Bulldog Field. There's that read option, tennis off tackle. It's going to get about 3. We'll see what Coach Lamb has got on his call sheet for a 3rd and 5.
And we'll find that out in the second quarter as the teams are going to switch ends here. All right. Not the offensive shootout you might be expecting with Lake City in that first quarter. Bulldogs hold them to 0. Themselves held to 0. Bulldogs had 1 really nice long drive. Unfortunately coughed up the ball at about the 5-yard line.
Definitely scoring-wise, we definitely have not had the shootout. We've seen some offense, both teams able to move the ball. Also, both teams able to dial up pressure when they needed it and get a stop.
Yeah, we're seeing both defenses bring some pressure, bringing an extra rusher in on those passing downs for sure. But then also the coverage on the run-pass option's been really good as well.
Yes.
Everybody's been pretty disciplined as far as their assignments.
Right, especially with that, you know, you see it that first couple of times, and then you get a feel for what they're doing. If you don't give up a home run there, you are sitting in pretty good. But you just can't get greedy when you're on defense against that option. You just got to keep taking the play that they give you, right? You might not hit them for a big loss, but you cannot give them a big gain.
Well, I'll tell you, if you're one of the 236 folks at home tonight watching the game, you're missing out on a beautiful night here in Elgin.
So that's the unpaid attendance.
That's the unpaid
we
attendance.
We have almost
online.
In our unpaid attendance what we had for paid attendance last year.
I'll tell you who did pay, and that's the Bulldog Nation Foundation. Paid for these live stream equipment that we've been able to use the last couple seasons. We want to thank them, and also all the donors in the PEM community that give to the Bulldog Nation Foundation, make these live streams possible. So thank you to all of you. Thank you to all of you out in Bulldog Nation for those donations. Excuse me.
Absolutely. Cole Rademacher is going to bring that offensive line up. We're going to have Connor Mcguire in the gun. He's got 2 running backs behind him. Got 2 wideouts out. This is a tough formation for the defense. It's run and pass heavy. Connor on the rollout, little shot to the flat.
That's
going to be a first down. Victor Martinez Sosa on the catch. He's having a big night so far.
Yeah, 3 catches I think so far on the night, all kind of in that 6 to 11 yard range.
Yep, Victor, a tough kid. You know, he's been playing some offensive line. He just wants the team to win. That's that mentality of those seniors. Juniors, they want to play. They want to start. You know, Bill Erkey always used to say freshmen want to be on the team, sophomores want to play, juniors want to start, and seniors want to win. All right, we got a bunch to the left here. Running back to the right. Little screen, a little high pass. It's going to, Victor Martinez Sosa, who is a weight room all-star, busts a couple tackles, carries some Tigers for about 12 yards.
Martinez Sosa quickly becoming favorite target of Connor Mcguire here in this first half.
Yeah, he ended up with a nice run after catch there that I didn't think he was going to get because Connor
stretched him out pretty good.
If he'd have been going across the middle, Vic might have been on the sideline taking a break, getting a drink of water, getting his breath back.
Only thing more impressive than that catch is Victor's hair. Beautiful.
He's got, with a head of lettuce like that, you don't need to order salad. All right. On the read, Tennis on the carry-off tackle. He's going to pick up a hard couple. Keep that defense honest over there off tackle so they don't just pin their ears back and come at Mcguire.
Number 72, Jordan Huth, getting off the bottom of the pile there. He's a senior, coming in at 6'5", 240.
Where did they get all these tall kids?
Tell you
what are they doing in the water over there?
5 and 6 4 and over.
Holy moly.
Spotter Adam Oleg on the spot with that stat. 5 folks over 6'4" on the roster for Lake City.
I believe if I had young children in the Plainview district, I'd be summering up in Lake City. I don't know what they're putting in the water there, but it's working. Oh, gator arm that one just a little bit, I think. Connor threw it behind Files just a skeech.
One of those situations. Jason might be okay with the fact that he didn't catch that one. Blanketed pretty good. He had that safety coming across.
Safety coming, corner coming out, safety coming down. Although, sometimes on a play like that, if you can get the catch, those defenders will pick each other off, and now it's a long run. I can remember Corey Spear catching a couple of those back in the day.
All right, we got 3rd and 9 here from the Lake City 44.
I would say Bulldogs probably in 4-down territory, even though Tennis is going to be out for a first down and a lot more. Hunter having a good game.
Picks up the Bulldog first down.
Yeah, Hunter Tennis and Victor Martinez Sosa doing most of the damage so far here for the Bulldog offense. Sosa with 4 catches. Tentis with maybe 40 yards on the field so far here.
Yeah, only blemish on his night is that fumble inside the red zone. Hopefully he can erase that on this drive. Rademacher gets the offensive line set. Looks like Bulldogs are going to lose that fumble again. Those are tough. Those fumbles are tough. And the bad thing about that is not only is it a turnover, but with that scramble for the ball brings the Tigers out to about midfield again. They're right on the 40, right on the X, looks like.
That was Tiger senior Zach Dather, number 34, recovering that for Lake City. He's 6'1", 185, plays tight end and linebacker.
All right. You know, we had some defensive plays. We've had some offensive plays. And that sounds silly to say, but each team has had
Rollers
a little bit of success on both sides of the ball. We got a 0-0 game, 9 minutes left in the half. Both teams really finding their groove on both sides of the ball, which means we got eggs on the board.
Wohlers there faking the jet sweep, takes it himself, stopped by Caden Priest, just a sophomore for the Bulldogs.
I'll say this, those 2 eggs on the scoreboard might be brought to you by egg delivery man Jake Thompson. I think Jake's out in Wyoming this weekend at a wedding, I believe. Yeah. They had him. Yep, finish him off. That's a good play by the Bulldogs. Going to make for 3rd and long. Going to lose a couple on a play. Bulldogs tenacious in the pursuit. Tenacious, and I like that.
That was Connor Mcguire, Bulldog quarterback, making first contact there in the backfield. Just slipped off him. Conditions probably still a little bit wet down there, a little bit slick. A couple hours of rain here in Elgin earlier today.
Other than that first play on Lake City's offensive drive on that first kickoff, we haven't really seen anybody obviously slip. Field is not showing any mud streaks, not showing any strafe marks. We got timeout for Lake City. We'll take this moment to shout out again to the Bulldog Nation Foundation. Stay tuned, people. The plans are in the works for that facilities auction and all of those things. We're trying to get back to our new normal. I know we had a Hall of Fame committee meeting, and we are going to, plan is to have that Hall of Fame dinner sometime in the spring. So after the new year, we'll be looking for that date, and we'll put that class of 2020 will go in as the class of 2022, I guess. Yeah, it'll be we might end up with 2 classes of 2022 because we'll have a spring class and a fall class. All right, Bulldogs come out for the defensive stand here.
After the timeout, we were 3rd and 8 here from the Lake City 42.
Yep.
Got to get to that 50-yard line.
Looks like dead on the 50 is going to be the first down. Safety up in the box.
Pressure again.
There's a little screen. Oh, he's got a first down and more. Bumped out of bounds at about the 45.
That again is senior Chris Ryan, number 5 there on the reception for Lake City. Bulldogs dialed up the pressure on that far side. I saw Connor Mcguire coming through. He was just about a half second behind that throw.
Yep, and then when they just happened to throw that swing to the side the pressure came from, so you're a man short in coverage out there. So that sets up a fresh set of down for the Tigers. Bulldogs showing pressure again. Safety creeping up. Wohler's on to keep. He is proving difficult to bring down. And he's not really a bulldozing tackle breaker, but he's a spinner, and he's got shifty hips. He is a problem for the Bulldogs right now. They've contained him, but they're going to be able to keep that fire in the can very long. We'll find out. Wohlers brings him up to the line. Twins and twins, one in the backfield on the far side. See if we get that mesh coming at us. Sure enough, running back's going to keep right up the gut. Lake City currently taking advantage a little bit of the Bulldogs' ability to really penetrate up the middle. It doesn't appear to be a trap, but it looks like our defensive lineman might be getting upfield a little fast on that quick dive play in the middle.
Another quick quarter here. We're already at the 6:30 mark here in the second quarter.
Who's Mark?
Your brother?
No, I have a cousin, Mark. All right. I will say this, for spread style offenses, both the Tigers and the Bulldogs, not ones to really push the pace out of that huddle. They're not ones to try and tire the defense out at this point. I don't know, maybe with the fact that both teams have quite a few two-way starters. Running back on the give. Right, he's going to be out for a first down.
He's got plenty there for the first down. Wooler's handing off to number 5, Ryan, the senior.
Yeah, maybe the fact that both these teams have quite a few two-way starters, they might have slowed the pace just a little to keep those legs as fresh as they can. Big matchup tonight, 0-0 still. If you're just joining us, you got almost 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Lake City driving. Bulldogs have had a couple of nice drives and had a couple of turnovers. That's going to be a tackle for a loss. Now, if any of you remember the Oklahoma Sooners under Barry Switzer, the trick on a tackle for loss is now to not get greedy and just play assignment football again. Everybody on the defense has got to have a memory like a corner. It's got to be short. It's going to be one play at a time and just do your job. Gets a little boring, but that's what we got to do to win.
We got Matsky out here on the near side. He hasn't had a reception yet. Leading receiver in the conference. Got Peyton Schumacher on him.
Oh, there's a slant. And that's exactly what we talked about earlier with the Bulldogs. You can reel that ball in. Sometimes that safety in that corner will pick each other off, and you can get a little more run after catch. Bulldogs able to stop the home run there.
Wooler's hitting DeMars. He's a 6'6" target as well. So on the far side, they had 6'6" DeMars. On the near side, they had 6'7" Matsky. Bulldog defenders. Hitters, fast, electric players, not tall.
No, not tall. Rumor has it that Lake City has 5 players over 6'4".
Well, that wasn't a rumor. We actually confirmed that earlier in the broadcast. Nice stop there by the Bulldogs.
There's a nice tackle for loss again. Now let's follow it up with another one.
Got Mcguire there on that one, and Colt Mcnally with the tackle there.
Gonna pound that rock.
Loss of a couple brings up 2nd and 12.
Stewartville-Byron game tonight. Got a 14-7 lead for Stewartville in that one. Wooler's looking this way, pulls it down. He's got room there on the far side. That's Caden Priest there bringing him down after about a 4-yard gain.
Brought down by Caden Priest.
Here's that interesting situation now for that spread offense. This is trouble with a running quarterback, but now in the red zone you have the end line to work to your advantage, so they can't spread you out quite as much, but the longer that play extends, the longer that quarterback has a chance to run too. And he can run. Oh, nice play by the Bulldogs.
Away. Who's that? Caden Priest again. Having quite the night there, the sophomore linebacker is.
Defensive coordinator Darren Wingert called the perfect play at that time. Blitzed right in the hole. He knew that dive was coming. History was a teacher for him.
Here we go. Bulldog faithful need to dial up the volume here as we got a 4th and 10 here for Lake City.
Let's make a little noise, Bulldog land. All right.
Wooler's got a back next to him here, Ryan.
Back
looking to the
pass.
right.
He pumps. He's in a little trouble. Got a guy wide open in the end zone. Here's what happens on that, people at home. You're dealing with high school kids, and as soon as that quarterback gets under pressure, those D-backs drop off, and then the quarterback breaks a tackle, and now you got a kid wide open.
That was Wooler's breaking free of John Evers' grip and then finding John Harvey, a 5'11 senior wide receiver, for the touchdown there.
Honestly, if I'm the Bulldogs, I'm a little bothered by that play because it's to a certain degree our own fault because we broke off our coverage a little early, but we have moved the ball as well. So this game far from over, people. We only got 2 minutes left in the half, but it's only 6-0. Little pressure on the kick there.
And he puts it through there.
So Lake City scores first, draws first blood.
Looked to be number 27, Carson Matzke, with that one.
If I'm going to quote Bill Erkey again, every turnover is 3 points, so that's going to be about right. Six points, so 7-0 Bulldogs, 2 turnovers on the game. Bulldogs clean up those possessions just a little bit. I think we're going to be perfectly fine.
I did misspeak earlier there looking at the program. Matzke, he's only 6'3", not 6'7". And I don't mean to say only 6'3" to insult you, Brian.
Yeah.
It's just what the program says.
Our apologies. I literally have a step stool in my own kitchen, and I use it for the second shelf in my cupboards.
All right, with 2:22 left in the second, the Bulldogs trailing Lake
Currently
City.
sitting on a phone book.
7-0.
Millville phone book. Oh, all right. I see that Bulldog kick return team.
Dangerous returner Caden Peters back for the Bulldogs. Returned punts in each of the last 2 games.
Yes.
4 touchdowns.
Kind of misplays that line drive kick inside the 5. He's got a little space. He's going to get out to about the 15.
Yep, that one hit that just grass, got just enough dampness there, skipped past him a little bit.
Also, that oblong ball didn't help either. Get an interesting hop off those once in a while. Is that the geometrical term? Oblong?
I'll give you that.
All right. Connor Mcguire brings the Bulldog offense out again. I cannot get over how beautiful it is after having some rain this afternoon. Stars are starting to come out. That beautiful sunset in the western sky here in Bulldog Land. I always love that early in the season over here. 2 running backs in the backfield. Mcguire bobbles the snap. Ball's on the ground. I think Mcguire is able to cover it.
Bulldogs having a little bit of trouble holding on to the ball tonight. They've lost 2 fumbles already, and lost 2 more that they recovered.
What?
Or excuse me, had 2 other that they recovered. Not lost 2 other. My apologies.
I was very confused by that.
Well, that doesn't take a lot either.
That is true. Caden Peters out here on the near sideline. Quite wide. Be looking for an in route out of him. Hand off to Tennis. He's got room off tackle. He's going to be back to about the original line of scrimmage, plus a little bit more. It's going to make for a 3rd and about 8. Ooh, a little more. We got a good spot.
Tell you what, Bulldogs able to move the ball effectively on the ground tonight. Unfortunately, right now we've only got about a buck left here in the half.
Do we have any guests coming in for halftime tonight?
Oh, we can only hope that Scott Flatham graces us with his presence at halftime.
Scott Flatham, if you're out there listening, please grace us with your sweet vocal
snap
tones.
to Mcguire, hands out to Tentis coming here on the near side.
Yeah, he's not going to get the first down. We're going to see that Bulldog punt team. I would guess Lake City going to dial up the pressure here.
And we got a
Timeout. Lake City, their second timeout.
Lake City timeout with 42 seconds to go.
Well, with a high-powered passing offense like they have, 42 seconds, they're probably thinking they're going to take another shot at it here.
Yeah.
Hope for maybe a short punt here by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, even with a good punt, Lake City's still going to have pretty good field position, unless we get some sort of weird roll out of something.
Looks to be Jacob Fable taking some snaps out there. Going to boot this one for the Bulldogs coming out of the timeout. Fable, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, soccer player.
Yes.
Bulldogs have a couple of kickers on the team. From the soccer team, Fable does some punting for him. Glenn Schmidt, senior, does the place kicking and kickoffs. All right. Coming out of the timeout, Lake City's got 2 deep. Number 27, Matsky, and number 4, Harvey. Harvey has the lone touchdown here in the game on a pass from Wohlers. Fable with an end-over-end kick, bounces about the 39, got a good roll down to the Lake City 43-yard line. So Wohlers and the Tigers are going to take over here at the 43 with just over 30 seconds here remaining in the half.
Just had a good question from a listener wondering why on that extra point play, why is the ball not dead when the holder's knee is on the ground? And the answer to that is because of the type of play it is. It's a kicking play. If that holder was going to pitch it for a fake field goal of some kind, he actually has to pick his knee up off the ground before he pitches. Otherwise, it's an illegal play and a dead ball.
Wohlers takes the snap, looking near side. It's got Matsky here near the sideline.
Good coverage. Out of bounds, going to stop the clock with 27 seconds to go.
Schumacher there to hit him out of bounds immediately.
Hey, that was a long throw on that long out to the wide side of the field. Holy Moses.
Only used 6 seconds here of the 33 that they started with on this drive for a 5-yard pickup.
Trips left, double fade.
Looks like we got Twins left. We got a wide out on the near side with a slot back.
Slaughter and H, whatever you want to call him there. He's going to sneak out into the flat.
Wohlers, good coverage by Mcguire.
Wohlers going to run around a little bit.
Freeze takes shot him.
He's going to get out of bounds with 19 seconds left to play.
Freeze had a shot at him.
Good coverage by the Bulldogs.
Wohlers, I don't even know if I can say sneaky fast. Good legs there, good runner, ran out of bounds. Smart play there by him. Didn't force anything in that situation.
I think the sneaky part of his speed is his stride is so long that when you watch him, much like Eric Dickerson, he doesn't look like he's going as fast as he is, but he is moving. All right.
Wohlers
back to
back
pass,
again.
pressure. Bulldogs are going to get to him.
That is going to be Mr. Martin Prieto.
Yes, 13 seconds left to play.
Lake City.
Lake City going to use their final timeout of the half.
Just got a text. We're having a little sound issue. Tech director gives me the thumbs up, says we should be good. That texter that just sent me the message, if you can still not hear us, let me know. All right, here we go. Timeout Bulldogs. You don't really want to go full prevent here and let them run around. You got 13 seconds, you got enough time, but you do want to loosen up a little bit. I don't know if a first down costs you much here, but a score does. Bulldogs will receive the kick in the second half, so a score doesn't necessarily steal a possession like it does sometimes. But with 13 seconds to go,
I'll tell you what's not unheard of in these situations, and that's a pick six. And the Bulldogs have definitely got some athletes.
well, for sure.
Got guys back there like Files and Evers. I see over there now number 7, Baden Fenton at safety for him.
Yep, I'm sure.
Schumacher.
I'm sure Coach Narum told his quarterback, let's just throw it only to our guys. And there was your chance.
Yep.
Coach Matty almost called it there, a little looper over the middle. Little disappointed that we didn't get a little more physical with the receiver on that, so he doesn't try to do that again. Plus, that was a chance to turn the ball over with 10 seconds to play. Third and a while here. I think the down and distance is moot. With 10 seconds, we're going to see 2 plays max no matter what.
So that was senior Baden Fenton coming up on the coverage. Victor Martinez was on the man on the far side. Over here now also at safety, Files.
Wohlers rolls out. He's going to look to the flat.
That's a nice tackle by Schumacher. Keeps him inbounds.
Keeps him inbounds. That's going to be the half, people. All right. So thanks to Bulldog Nation Foundation again. That brought you the first half of Bulldog football tonight. Bulldogs trail 7-0 in a game that has seen its share of offense and defense, just not much scoring as of yet. We'll see if things open up in the second half. Any comments before we head out, Coach Matty, or are you good to go?
No, I'm good to go. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back after the half here in Elgin. Thanks for tuning in to Bulldog Nation Foundation live stream of Bulldog football.
We'll see you in about 14 minutes. Are we clear on the mic? Can I keep saying how good the Bulldogs
All right, we are back here for the second half in Elgin. Bulldogs trailing Lake City 7-0 in this one.
Lots of movement between the 20-yard lines for both teams. There we go. It's in play. Up back's going to take it. And we're going to return it out to almost the 40. Think about the 37 or 38.
That appears to be Jason Files with that return. First half saw Bulldogs moving the ball pretty well. Had a couple of unfortunate turnovers. One down on the Lake City 5-yard line, one closer to the Lake City 40, but turned the ball over. Lake City was able to take advantage of that second one.
I don't think that second one, ended up at the 40, but I think the Bulldogs were getting close to the 20 because we had a snap over the head.
Coming out firing here.
Oh!
An adjustment by Peyton Schumacher.
Nice! That is the comeback. Good coverage by the Lake City Tigers. Does a good job of not looking back for the ball and allowing separation, but Peyton Schumacher comes back for the ball, makes a beautiful catch, gives a shot of adrenaline to both the team and the crowd, and rumor has it, Coach Matty, that you have made a grievous error in the first half.
Matsky's only 6'3" and not 6'7".
No. More grievous than that.
Oh, I apologize. We had a substitution in the chain gang. Didn't see it in my presser. Mr. Corey Van Houten joining Justin Gusa, Roger Gusa, and Chris Raymond tonight.
Little surprised those guys didn't hold a press conference to announce that so they knew everybody, so we knew who was going to be riding the chains. All right, here comes Connor Mcguire in the Bulldog offense. Closing in on that red zone again. I think it looks like the ball's on about the 24. Two backs in the backfield. Connor on the keep. Little blast-type playoff tackle. He's going to pick up a couple. It's going to make it a third manageable.
Got 52 and 53 for Lake City. That's going to be Max Balo and Cam Alvarez chasing Mcguire out of bounds there.
Couple brings up 3rd and 6.
Bulldogs come in the line here with a two-back set. Tentis and Evers.
Tennis off tackle, off the down blocks, looks good. Drop the ball.
Again.
Referees are signaling Lake City ball.
That's number 72, Jordan Huth, 6'5" senior, with recovering the ball there for Lake City. I'll tell you what, Tentis, hard runner. He's fumbled the ball twice, but it's one of those situations he runs so hard. Won't go down. Those guys come in, they start raking, they start poking that ball out. You are susceptible
Give
for
them
that.
a chance.
Can't fault him for the effort.
I feel like on those turnovers are more something that the Tigers are doing right than something he's doing wrong. Two backs in the backfield with Wohlers. You get that read. He's going to keep and pivot out. Bulldogs chase him around a little bit.
Fancy movement.
Connor
spins right into Colton
McNally. Yeah, comes off that offensive line. Another two-way starter for those Bulldogs. Colt Mcnally, one of those Bulldogs that feels like he's been around forever, got some playing time as a sophomore, maybe even as a freshman. Yeah, I think he was a sideline and special teams player as a freshman. Got some time as a sophomore, and now as a junior is starting both ways. I'd like to give a shout out to Devin Hutchinson, who scheduled a meeting today on a Friday at 3 o'clock Thank you, Devin, for that on a Friday.
Hit ball. Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Penalty on the Tigers, delay a game. That's probably not a planned one. That's going to make it second and a long way. With Wohlers, though, that quarterback, we've seen them convert some second and third and awful longs here tonight. Such a dangerous player. Such a dangerous player.
Well, absolutely. The touchdown came on about a 4th and 11 play in the second quarter.
Yep.
So
where the Bulldogs are chasing them around and the DBs got looking at the backfield. Little pressure again.
And they're gonna put their hands.
Ball is out. Ball is out, and he's out of the end zone. Ball is out. I think they might call a safety here, but if nothing else, the Bulldogs are going to get the ball at about the 1.
That was
no. I take that back. That's a lie. Lake City will retain the ball at about the 1.
Wohlers coughed it up. Balo recovers it, takes it out of the end zone, avoiding the 2 points for the Bulldogs.
Balo, another one of those quite large Lake City Tigers.
3rd and 26 here. Bulldogs going to be bringing pressure, no doubt.
Is that a false start on Lake City, I believe? Honestly, half the distance to the goal line there. You're already in the shadow of your own goalpost.
I think they got the
doesn't really hurt you that much.
Called that at number 5, Chris Ryan, back next to the quarterback. All right. Bulldogs in there. Some new faces here on the defense. See Kyler Lamb, number 11, in at safety, joining Matthew Files back there. Caden Priest is in the corner here on the near side on Wohlers' favorite target, Matsky.
Oh, little off tackle play. He's got a little room. Bulldogs string it out. It's going to
give himself a little bit of breathing room.
Little room to hopefully punt here. I don't think this is a chance for a fake punt, but the Bulldogs did block a punt in the end zone against Chatfield.
That was recovered by Colt Mcnally for a touchdown.
Yes. So let's see if the special teams for the Bulldogs dial up the pressure here.
Wohlers, the punter, takes the snap.
Ball is away.
Good punt.
Good punt. Returnable kick, though. Peters fields it clean.
Dangerous returner here. Looking for some room right up the middle.
He's going to be back inside the 30.
I'll give him 10 on that return.
Absolutely. Bulldogs with a short field here. Great defensive stand after a turnover, after a heartbreaking turnover that they were driving on. Bulldogs have offensively tonight, in my estimation, done everything but scored.
Absolutely. We've seen the Bulldogs in this position, and about this position 3 times tonight, and unfortunately it's ended up with the turnover to Lake City.
Right.
Bulldogs looking just to turn the page here, get some running game rolling maybe here, get it down inside that 20, inside that 10-yard line, and then they've got those dangerous receivers that could hit any one of them at that point.
Right. Again, that clock really moving tonight. We're down to 7:40 in the third. Oh, ball's on the ground again. I wonder, you know what? I wonder if that ball's a little more slippery. Maybe that rain and then maybe the dew is coming in here. We got a little more slipped ball than we think we do. We haven't seen Lake City have trouble handling the ball.
Well, Wohlers 6'5", probably got some big mitts on him. Probably a little easier to hold on the ball. Not that Connor is small in stature by any means.
You don't think Wohlers has small hands like Dante Culpepper?
No, I doubt it.
No, he's had no trouble hanging on to the ball tonight. Here come the Bulldogs in that 2-back set. Mcguire is going to keep. He's going to keep those legs churning, but it's going to be a lot of work for no gain.
Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Bulldogs are going to be looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, 4-down territory here for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs also have, with Glenn Schmidt, a solid kicker. Kicked a 30-yarder in our last home game. So 4-down territory here. We'd like to put some points on the board this drive if we can. I say that like we wouldn't like to put points on the board every drive, but Bulldog psyche needs to have a little success here down in the red zone.
Well, everybody on this side of the bleachers is hoping to hear your favorite song.
Wohlers brings the offense back out. Twins on the near side, single receiver far side, 2 running. Oh, that looks like trips on the near side. There's a read by the quarterback. He's going to keep, and he's going to get nothing. Second down, lost. Well, the guy with the down marker over there can't decide if he lost at 2 feet or if he just stayed in the same spot.
Pulls it out. He's met by Cody Schneider for the Bulldogs. Haven't heard his name much tonight, but Cody's having himself a heck of a senior season.
Yeah, another one of those guys that feels like he has been around forever. Been starting since he was a sophomore. Really went from being a big kid who got a chance to play and just hit that weight room and did everything right and has really become a force on the defensive line here. Oh, there's and a missed tackle. Long play to the 50. We're going to flip the field. We're going to be back down to about the 25. Had pretty good coverage there. Tall receiver down the seam. And then a missed tackle helps the run after catch a little bit.
Well, there's no doubt there's a reason that Matsky and Wohlers are the top combination here in the conference. There we see it pick up about 50 yards, I'll call it.
From a defensive standpoint, I will say not giving up the score there might be a win, though, because they got to keep snapping it. They've hit some deep balls, but they haven't hit those deep touchdowns like they have in their previous games. This game has been everything it was advertised to be so far.
Hands it off to Ryan for a short gain. We saw heavy dose of Ryan there in the first half. Had a nice first half for the Tigers.
Offensively and defensively.
Offensively and defensively.
Had a long fumble recovery out to midfield where the Bulldogs fumbled inside their own 10, maybe inside their own 5. So he had about a 45 or 50-yard fumble return to midfield. Bulldogs rallied, didn't allow a score on that one. That was way back in the first quarter. 3.5 minutes left. Wohlers pointing things out. Gets a little read. Bulldogs have big pressure, and they're going to tackle him for a loss.
That was Martin Prieto making first contact, cleaned up by Connor Mcguire.
But now, after a big rush on the quarterback, if I'm Coach Darren Wingard, I'm looking for that quick hitter dive right over the center, or maybe a little swing to the flat, maybe come back to that tunnel screen. Some sort of short, quick hitter or a quick hitter on the run. So now is when I would be having my defensive linemen sit down and just play at the line of scrimmage just a little bit. We'll see if we get that quick hitter to number 5. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. 5 out to the flat. There's that little tunnel screen. That might have been a backward pass. No, it was not a backward pass. That might have been. I have said a lot of dumb things. That's one of the dumbest.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
It's my face.
That might not even be the dumbest thing you said tonight.
Is my face drooping?
You clearly outcooked your coverage on that one. And I just said cook, so I should shut up.
Hey, Mr. Flatham, question of the night.
Paid attendance?
Paid attendance is?
$11.50.
Paid attendance on the nose, 1,150 even, no stragglers.
Got a few people looking on from the road, but we did count.
They do not count in our paid attendance, though.
Oh, they punted away here. Peters waving it off.
In the end zone, Bulldogs will take over at the 20 with 2:25 remaining in the third quarter. Coach Flatham, you got any other wisdom for us?
I see you use that word loosely.
Wisdom or coach?
Other than I think you guys are doing a great job. And thank you to Mr. Matty, even though he's making fun of me, for all his hard work for this live stream. He's doing a great job. I think you guys have been picked up a notch since last year. Real professional outfit going on right here.
Professional output. Hey, I don't sign your checks, Mr. Flam. So,
that being said, Mr. Flab's not seeing the other side of it, so we appreciate you 322 that are on the other side of the screen for tuning in and bearing with us tonight. Bulldogs taking over here at their own 20-yard line. Again, with
a little
that
bit
snap.
of a bobble on the snap.
Somebody get those guys a towel down there on the sideline.
A little, and what that bobble on that snap does is it goofs up the timing of everything that's trying to occur. That mesh on that option, the read, pass, where the receiver is at after the quarterback looks, everything is just a split second off after that. I can't imagine that 1150 on the nose. That's pretty incredible.
It is incredible.
I think it's incredible that we have almost as many watching at home as we had in the stands last year.
I can't believe that number keeps going up with the broadcast we're giving. Oh, Connor makes a nice move.
Nice power run. He's going to be out close to a first down.
Oh, they got to give him a first down on that.
Well, they don't gotta.
Well, they're gonna.
They're gonna, but they don't gotta.
Out to the 30, and that's the Bulldog. First down.
Here we go. Bulldogs driving again with a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Time, honestly, the way both these teams have been playing is pretty soon going to become an issue.
Well, we're still staring down a one-score game here.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's going to be very important for Coach Lamb and his staff to keep these guys calm, especially if we go into that fourth quarter still down 7. There's a lot of time in that fourth quarter. A lot of weird things can happen in a high school football game.
Yeah, we're not panicking at all. But the fact remains.
Peters makes a catch on the near side, makes a couple nice moves, makes another one.
He's down to the 40 and out of bounds.
Number 4, John Harvey, finally knocking Peters down after a beautiful run after catch.
That's the second ball we've seen come out of Mcguire's hand a little high. Again, I'm wondering if there's a little moisture on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets it out there. Peters does make a nice grab, shows a little bit of that elusiveness. As we said earlier, Peters has returned a punt for a touchdown in each of the last 2 games. So he's definitely got some moves out there, got the speeds to break one, and did a nice job there before he was knocked out. Harvey did a nice job, took a good angle there across from the other side to finally knock him out.
Absolutely. That's 2 punt returns for touchdowns if there's 1 in 2 games. Tennis back at it. Put that rock away, buddy.
Tries the
Running
A-gap,
hard,
runs
running
into
hard.
a wall, comes around the end, meets number 16, Owen Myers, and that just puts his helmet down and puts the hurt on.
That's that zone blocking scheme. Hit that center and then bounce it out. Right, Tennis running hard. Like to see that.
Oh, yeah, Myers did a nice job, came up, made the stop, but Tentis did not shy away from that contact. Some guys like to maybe take that one out of bounds. He took it right over the top of him.
Tennis sending a little bit of a message that he's not afraid to carry the rock. There's that tunnel.
Again!
It's going to be some catch and run. We're going to be out close to a first down again.
That time it's number 63, Landon Olson.
Second and short. I think the way the Bulldog offense has been playing here in this entire game, we get down in the red zone here. This is a tough call because I'm a fan of keeping the foot on the gas, but I might go into that power running game that they've had so much of and just let that O-line take over and let that lead back go out on that linebacker and let Tennis just grind. Either that or let those 2 backs lead Mcguire around the edge and just pound it. Pound that ball.
I think I like that power running game as well. I say you give the ball to Tennis. You tell him to keep those feet churning, keep both hands on that ball no matter what. Try to pick up 5, 6 at a time until Lake City's going to commit to that, to stopping that run.
Dare the sideline coaches give him a little Pop Warner quote about fumbling the football. He would have been better off to have fallen to misfortune as a child than to put that football on the ground.
All right, the officials are flipping the field here as we head into the fourth quarter.
Hopefully the Bulldogs can flip the scoreboard here.
Bulldogs driving down as we've seen them do a few times here. Going to be a big emphasis here. Hold on to the ball, take care of the ball here, down. They don't have to get into the end zone, but they do not want to turn it over. If they turn it over on downs, that's one thing. Or if they get a field goal here, they'll take those points. It's early yet.
Our offense just needs to get their swagger back. They've been the best defensive player at points down here in the red zone. Bulldogs lined up in that 2 running back set. See what Mcguire has. Little read.
There we see Tentis.
Tennis is going to drive it down for the first down.
Coming through there. He's stop made by Huth and Alvarez.
It's like he's
Balo, excuse me.
Down to about the 12.
First down.
Where's the balance system for the sound system? Because it's one speaker here, it's really cracked for some reason.
That's because of that referee's mic, because they've moved some stuff in there. I don't know. I don't know. Just check.
Mcguire takes the snap, looks far side, hits Evers. Evers immediately cuts it back up the middle, runs through a couple of tackles, but that was a horizontal advancement there, unfortunately, as Evers was unable to catch it, make any way north-south.
Not able to channel his inner Barry Sanders on that one. Coming back to the inside on that tunnel. Lake City plays it well.
A couple of nice linebackers there in the center for Lake City. We've called Balo's name, Alvarez's name.
Yeah.
On the outside, they got 34 Dather. We've said his name quite a few times tonight. Oh, we got a man! And we got
Bulldogs!
Bulldogs!
I tell you, from the angle here in the booth, that looked like he threw that into awful, terrible coverage there. I thought maybe that one was going to get knocked down or picked. I think we had a bad angle on it, though. It looked like the Bulldog receiver was a little more open than we thought from here.
Yeah, that was Schumacher in the middle of the end zone there, and I think he did have a little bit more space. Saw the little shoulder shimmy there, looked him off. I think gave Schumacher an extra step there across the middle, and Mcguire hits him.
I would guess if Peyton says anything to Connor after that other than thank you, he's going to say next time on that slant, see if you can't hit that front shoulder instead of that back one.
All right, that's Glenn Schmidt tying up the game there. Comes it through just inside that left upright. And we got a tie ball game here in Elgin as the number 10 Bulldogs there score on a touchdown pass from Connor Mcguire to Peyton Schumacher there.
10.5 to play. We got a brand new ball game on our hands. See the coaches exhorting the Bulldogs to greatness. We don't want to have a let up here. Last week, if you were able to watch any of the Lourdes Lake City game, Lourdes scored on a long drive, and the ensuing kickoff, Lake City returned to the house. It was just a momentum crusher.
All right, we've got Glenn Schmidt kicking off. The Lake City Tigers have DeMars and Matsky, the big receivers, back deep.
We'll see if special teams coordinators have Glenn Schmidt kicking away here, if they got him kicking to a dead spot or what they're doing.
I'll tell you what, I've noticed from Lake City, and maybe you can speak to this, punts and kick returns always too deep. I like that. I came from a program, we did that
I do
as
like
well.
that too.
I've seen a lot of high school programs moving away from that recently and putting one man back with one extra blocker in there. Is there a reason for that?
I would say probably if you're scouting your conference, your competition as a whole, if you're getting more short kicks than deep kicks, on a short kick you're kind of losing a blocker back there when you got two back there. If they're only going to kick it to the 25 or the 30, you're better having another up back up there. But I, too, in the general scheme of things, if you're going to have a good kicker, I like to have 2 guys back there as well.
Especially in that punt situation, you get a protector back there as
Trips
that
on the
guy's
near
looking
side
up.
for Wohlers. It's trouble. That's a 3rd sack of the night for the Bulldogs, and they've had pressure on him all night long. Now, don't get greedy. Here comes the tunnel or that dive.
That was Connor Mcguire getting to the quarterback there. A little bit of quarterback on quarterback action.
I wonder if there was any X and O talk in there on the ground.
I doubt it. Connor, kind of the strong silent type.
Yes. Yes. Connor, the last of a long line of great athletes coming out of that Mcguire family. There's that quick hitter up the middle. Right, he's going to be good for 4 or 5, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Ooh, did not get quite the spot I thought he did from up here. It's going to be 3rd and 10 plus. Let's see what Wohlers comes up with. We got Caden Priest on the near corner. Looks like we got, is that 21? Who's that over on the far corner?
I'm going to make a prediction here, bold statement. This might be the most important play of the game for the Bulldogs here, getting this stop on 3rd and long. With 9 minutes left in the game, Bulldogs been able to sustain drives. Oh,
and he's
going to get it.
He's going to get the first down.
That's 27 Matsky. There was a safety coming up, trying to put the hit, trying to detach him from the ball, but he did a nice job of covering it up. Knew he was going to get hit. Took on a couple of Bulldog secondary defenders and pulled it down for the first down.
I was just going to say, when you said this was an important stop for the Bulldogs, I was going to disagree just a little bit slightly. We get 8.5 minutes to go. I know the clock is not our friend at the pace we've been on tonight, but the Bulldogs have played well. We can get a stop in the middle of the field here. We'll be okay. I think what our defense needs to do is not tackle the ball and tackle the guy, because we got plenty of time. We get the ball back.
I tell you what, though, the Bulldogs are a fiery team. You get that score, you get them to go 3 and out, you get the ball back. The way Tentis has been able to run the ball and move the ball, man, and as quick as this game's been going, that would have been a huge turnover for the Bulldogs. They're going to get a chance here, though, because they've already pushed them back 2 or 3 yards here.
I would be curious to see the stat line. I would guess that
nice work.
I would guess that on just about every series, Lake City has had 2 or 3 negative plays and then a play about 15 yards to get a first down on the drives they've sustained.
Well, hopefully you just jinxed them. On that last play, Mcguire gets to Wohlers. Wohlers tries a little bit of a pitch out to Ryan, and Ryan is met by Kyler Lamb and Jason Files very quickly.
And that's a dangerous pitch. Option coaches don't like to see their quarterbacks just slinging that ball like that. They like that pitch to be a little more secure.
Here they come.
Bulldogs on the pressure.
This one's going to be stopped a little bit
short. He's going to be 4th and about 7, which is going to bring up an interesting decision here for Coach Narum. This is...
So no, but remember, you said keep an eye on it. Wohlers is the punter, midfield.
This is in a tie game. This is a good spot for a fake punt. If I was calling a defense here, I'd be playing fake the whole way and let that athlete, Caden Peters, back there just field that ball and
Make
work.
sure nobody sneaks out. Oh, he's
ball
going to punt
is
it away.
away.
Wow.
High punt. It's going to go out of bounds about, let's see where they triangulate. Right at the 32. That's some quality geometry by the refereeing crew.
Absolutely.
Bulldogs get the ball back. 6.5 minutes to play, tied up 7-7 here at Bulldog Stadium.
All right. We got 378 at home. I don't know where this 76 that joined us in the second half were a half hour ago, but thanks for joining in here as the Bulldogs tied up 7-7 against number 4 ranked Lake City in Elgin. Things are cooling off here tonight. Start of the game we had 54 degrees. We're down to 50 degrees.
That's
a slight
4
breeze.
degrees. That's 4 degrees.
It's 4 degrees.
Yep. It's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but the 4 degrees of Bulldog Stadium.
Well, around here we celebrate
All
the
right,
6
Connor
degrees of
Mcguire.
Kevin Kyle Holtz.
Yes. Connor Mcguire on the keep. 6 degrees of Kevin Kyle Holtz. Did you see him subbing or did you see him cutting the grass? Where did you see Kevin? Maybe at City Hall in Elgin you
Could
saw
be coaching junior high football.
Could be coaching
Grass
junior high
cutter behind
football.
Grass cutter right here.
Shout out to Trevor Schultz and the crew doing a good job with the grass. He was up here checking on the sound system. He is a man who cares about everything.
All right, Bulldogs here, 2nd and 4.
A low snap. Mcguire drops the ball, wisely drops straight
that
down.
That ball's got to be wet out
That
there.
ball's got to be wet. That ball's got to be wet.
Get a fresh ball in there. They got to be changing that thing out a little bit more often. I'm not sure I'm trusting that referee down there with that towel. You got to get that over to some of these ball boys on the side, Benny Sanders, Parker Matty. They'll dry that sucker right up.
Yep.
See young Matty right now with a towel walking towards the sideline. I think it's for his own hands. I don't think it's for the football.
All right, we're looking at third
That
and
third
9.
voicey here in the booth is athletic director and head baseball coach Scott Flatham. You can send all of those emails to S. Flatham.
I think they were running a little. I think they were running a little short on time there. Bulldogs take a timeout. They want to make sure that they got the right play and the right personnel in there for this
5
third
minutes
long.
flat in the item there. Again, that email, M. Walton. All right, what do you think, Coach Matty? Last 5 minutes. If you're calling the offense, you sticking with the run? You going to throw the ball? What are you going to do?
Well, I think right here, I think we're going to see a pass play. I think we're going to see Bulldogs been able to hit some of those quick hitters, let their receivers make some moves, make their receivers almost like a long pitch with these short passes. I'd like to see them get it in the hands of a Caden Peters, maybe on the outside. Give him a little hip shimmy, a little shoulder shimmy, pick up 9, and keep this drive going.
I would agree there. I think we go. Yeah, I think we're going to see a pass play here. I like those quick hitters with the run after catch, a high percentage pitch and catch.
Well, and we've seen the Bulldogs have trouble with the ball being a little slick tonight. That's a little tougher on those long passes. That ball can squirt out and
hard to put the touch on the ball at the quarterback position with that wet ball. Good snap, good read. Ball's out. Lake City is going to recover.
Hate it when we're right.
That ball literally, Connor Mcguire cocked the throw. That ball literally came out the back door.
Yeah. I'm not sure what we can do there.
Owen Rademacher recovers the fumble on that. I thought Lake City had the recovery.
Well, and that's a big recovery here.
Yeah, it is. At least we'll get Jacob Fable out here of Bulldog soccer fame, head coach Mike Hepner, protege. We'll see if we can get a good punt down the field and flip the field here. Lake City with 2 deep on that punt return.
Uh-oh.
Low snap, ball's away.
Ooh, still a good punt.
Pretty decent punt. We're going to get a return out of the Tigers. Yep, he's going to be down at about the 46.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to give a shout out right there to Fable because that low snap, that wet ball first-year punter, that was a pretty precarious spot for him to be in, and he still got that off and made a nice punt.
Absolutely. So now the Bulldogs are in a situation where they have to make a stop. The good news is it's a tie game. If Lake City runs out the clock and doesn't score, we go to overtime.
What are the overtime rules in high school football?
Each team gets a shot from the 10. From the 10. I know they had talked about changing that where you could get a first
Wohlers
down.
looking across the
Oh,
middle.
he's got a
and
seam.
Gather.
Yep, he's down to the 15. Again, big play, but not a score. Let's see if the Bulldogs can tighten the vise here down under in the shadow of their own goalpost like they've done a couple times. That was honestly a pretty quick hitter down the seam on that.
Wohlers had good protection, dropped back, looked comfortable. Gather came across from the far side, hit him right in stride.
I didn't see on that particular play. I don't know if our spotter, Coach Oleg, saw that or not. Oh, maybe. I didn't know if we had no safety or if we had 2 safeties in the game, but we seem to have a lot of room in the seam down there. Yep, that's good throw, but good coverage by the Bulldogs.
It's Files over there on defense on that far side.
Did you notice, Coach Oleg, was it 2 safeties on that, on the play before?
Yeah, it was our free safety that was.
Okay, so you had an open field in the middle there. That post route against those 2 safeties is tough. Once he gets inside that safety, quarterback just throws it to the green side and the receiver goes and gets it. Right, that safety gets in that trail position. He just honestly just hope for the best, hope for a bad throw or hope that he gets the tackle. Bulldog pressure, another tackle for loss. Yeah, number 52, Caden Priest on the blitz, did not run by the running back. Running back definitely was the prize on that play. Brings up 3rd and 14. Bulldogs got to reset the brain and get ready to rock and roll here. They got 2 downs. Lake City can get a first down without scoring here. Let's see what if Coach Winger dials up the pressure again, or if he lets those down linemen work and plays coverage. You got pressure up the middle. There's a little slant.
Pretty good
Some
coverage.
broken tackles, and they're going to be in the end zone for the Tigers to put it to 14-7. Now, this becomes an interesting scenario because with only 2:42 left on the clock, the Bulldog offense has played well, but we're going to have an error-free possession with 2:40 left in this game to come back and tie it.
Bulldogs did use a timeout earlier in the half on a 3rd and long. So
Looks
they
like-
go
looks
into
like-
it 2 timeouts left.
Looks like Lake City's going to kick. They're pretty sure they didn't want to go for 2 in case the Bulldogs score here.
Yeah, on that touchdown play, pretty good coverage. They had the coverage there,
Yeah.
had the hand in front. Wohlers just able to shoot it through there.
Bulldogs blocked the extra point, and if we put together a drive here, that's going to be a big point because the extra point will tie the game. Will win the game then.
Yep.
That is a big point. That is a big point. Okay, Bulldog offense coming at you here. 2:42 left in the game. This entire thing brought to you by the Bulldog Nation Foundation. We put a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money into our kids. Any chance you can get to support them, please do that.
All right, we've seen some Bulldogs, we've seen some drives, but here, especially in the second half, some difficulty with holding on to the ball, whether it be on the shotgun snaps or the passing game. How do you combat that? You think we're going to see some of the jet sweep kind of get the ball to some of those playmakers, or are they going to have to be those quick hitters? What are we going to see?
I don't know, because no matter what you do, it's going to got to go center to quarterback before it does anything. Maybe you get Mcguire running that quarterback blast off the edge. If you can move that, we'll see if Lake City goes into any sort of prevent defense. If they do, that'll open up some running lanes. Low line driver.
Peter's going
to field it inside the 5. He's got a little bit of a seam to get some space. He's out to almost to the 20.
Yeah, I think he's going to get the 20 there.
All right.
I like that pickup, though. Get it out. Got it out to the 20. Returner that can be dangerous like Peters. Got to take that chance in these situations.
Yeah, especially if the ball's not going to kick into the end zone. Be nice if that would have rolled another couple of yards and stopped in the end zone. We wouldn't have lost any time off the clock then. All right, Mcguire comes out with the Bulldog offense. The offense has not shown really any visible frustration when it comes to the night they've had. Let's see if they can put a drive together here. Good snap. Tennis on the carry. Tigers swarm him. Nope, that is
Files.
number 29, Files. Little change of pace. Maybe not quite as thick as Hunter Tennis, but a little faster. 2:14 and running.
Yeah, and Tennis, we see Tennis here still on the sideline, so the Bulldogs are going a little smaller, a little quicker lineup.
Little faster, yep. Little more playmaker, a little more play breaker. Mcguire on the 0. That's an incomplete pass. Going to be 3rd and long. At a bare minimum here, Bulldogs, we got to pick up a first down. This is definitely 4-down territory. I don't think you punt here in this game.
I wouldn't be surprised here to see Mcguire keep the ball, try to pick up 6, maybe get a 4th and short.
Yeah. Maybe go 2 running backs in the backfield, see that quarterback power. This game has been a little more of a defensive battle than advertised. Bulldogs have put the ball on the ground a couple times, had a couple turnovers. Wohlers has been as advertised. He has thrown the ball, he's run the ball, he's maintained.
Got Schumacher deep! Oh! And just off his hands, unable. Pretty good coverage. Got broken up there, number 16 over there on the coverage, plus the safety. 16, that is Owen Myers on the coverage.
That is a chance that the Bulldogs will want back. I got a feeling, win, lose, or draw in this game, we're going to see these Tigers again in the playoffs.
Well, and Mcguire rolling out to the, or should say scrambling out to the left side. Maybe had a little bit of room, maybe could pick up 5-6, but he kept his head up like a good quarterback, saw Schumacher breaking down the middle of the field, had a chance, put it there, and it was just one of those plays.
It was just that. It was everything went right, hit him right in the hands.
Lake
just
City
wasn't
had a
able to
couple
hang on to it.
Lake City had a couple of defenders there to put the pressure on Schumacher and just weren't able to connect.
Fourth in the game here.
The middle goes up, looks for Victor, puts it on his hands, but again, good defense there. That's those linebackers. That's 52 Balo and 34 Dather there picking up
Bulldogs,
Victor out of the backfield.
Bulldogs will probably call some timeouts here. I don't know what we have for timeouts remaining. Bulldogs have 2 timeouts remaining. I would guess if you're Lake City, you got to run a couple plays here. If you get a first down, Bulldogs are going to stop the clock.
Well, and we've seen it tonight. Those snaps, they can be tricky. Lake City, so tell me this as a coach here, you got that slick ball out there, and albeit Wallers hasn't had as much trouble with his snaps, do you ever put him under center in this situation, just shorten that distance?
I don't think you do, just because it's so much out of his comfort zone and out of the center's comfort zone. You are going to see that dive, though, and that running back is going to keep 2 hands on the ball all the way to the ground.
Thank you, Elgin Millville.
Yep.
3rd second.
All right, so we're going to have a 2nd and long here. I would venture to guess the Tigers will keep it pretty vanilla on offense here. They'll keep it between the hash marks. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll keep that clock running if they can. Bulldogs will attempt to make something happen. I would assume Coach Wingert will dial up some pressure. We'll start attacking the ball. Only thing about that, sometimes you miss the tackle when you're trying to tackle the ball and they can get a first down on you. So we'll see. I would not say that the Bulldogs have played poorly tonight, but the Lake City Tigers came in here and have played well.
Difference in the game is clearly the turnovers.
Oh, absolutely.
Lake City has not turned the ball over that I can remember. Bulldogs turned the ball over 3 times.
Yeah, I think my recollection, Lake City is sitting also on 0 turnovers. That is correct. I think Lake City also has only punted twice. Okay, the double tight end set, power formation. Quick hitter off tackle. It's going to be short. He's going to go down. 2 hands on the ball. I'm assuming the Bulldogs will call a timeout.
Victor Martinez Sosa coming up, stopping the ball runner, number 5, Chris Ryan.
Martinez Sosa had a good game tonight. He has played well. In fact, the Bulldogs have played well other than the turnover bug.
Yeah, I think he caught 4 of Connor Mcguire's first 5 passes, had nice offensive first half. Defensively, the second half stepped up for the Bulldogs.
Tigers did not really have an answer for him in the first half. Converted some first downs, caught some tough balls.
Lake City, good football team. Got nice size, got a nice passing game. Ryan, good running back. They're gonna have a nice season here. They've already had a nice season, but they're gonna continue. They're gonna be tough. Southeastern corner of the state got a few ranked teams. We got Lake City, Cannon Falls, ranked just above them at number 3. Last rankings I saw.
They put Cannon Falls on MEA Wednesday, last game of the season.
Ooh, last ball game of the season, Cannon Falls Lake City matchup. That should be a good ball game.
Yeah,
After we play Cannon Falls.
There's a little off tackle play. It's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and short here, or actually 4th and mid-range. Buck 24. They'll run it down to a little under a minute. They'll run a play. Bulldogs will get the ball back. I would guess about 45 seconds to play.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's always a chance, especially in a 1-score game. And the Bulldogs have their own share of explosiveness, so things could go our way here. What they really need to do, though, absolutely need to not mess around and cannot give up a first down here.
What do you know, Coach Nerem? You try anything funny here?
I don't think so. Coach Nerem's an old-school wing T guy from down there in the Mabel-Canton area. They might even go on a Wohlers keep straight up the middle. Like early in the game, they ran that quarterback dive, something like that. They might drop it off to the running back, and that quick off tackle play, that's been a good 5-6 yard play for them all night long. That could be a first down for them, and that's a game winner. That salts it away. The question is what are they looking at for their defense? All right, here comes Wohlers. This will hopefully be his last offensive play of the night. Let's see what Coach Nerem has dialed up, if he's going to maybe throw a quick slant or something here. Incomplete pass stops the clock, but we're going to stop the clock on possession either way. Here's your off-tackle play, and he is going to pick up a first down. That's going to be the game. 41 seconds to play. Tough first loss for the Bulldogs. Lake City Tigers able to keep it rolling. They keep that undefeated dream alive. Reminds me, throwback to the days when Coach Zebart was riding that Tiger sideline. They had some good teams over there back in the day.
Victory formation, takes the knee, and that does it.
And that'll do it for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs in action next Thursday against Luard. That is a change as all across Minnesota we are seeing a shortage in officials. I think there was some officials mess up, and they're playing at Luard at the RCTC Stadium.
Complex, yes, on the turf. So rain or shine, we'll have good footing. We might have a slippery football, but we will have good footing. Hey, I just want to thank everybody that tuned in out there tonight, and I want to thank the Bulldog Nation Foundation for all the support, not only for our streaming, but for our kids, for our coaches, everything. We will be back in 2 weeks, correct, for homecoming?
We will be back in 2 weeks for homecoming.
Playing Pine Island. Haven't seen many results out of the Pine Island Panthers. I don't know really what they got going on up there wins and loss-wise. But Bulldogs will be looking to rebound next week. And homecoming is always an emotional event.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we'll see you in 2 weeks here for the Bulldog homecoming.
We're out.